Hello Internet, it is Steph. I'm here with my very special guest today.
Raven Braun, hello.
We are going to touch base on a topic that everyone is wondering.
Yes.
Where do you find gays?
The gays.
A lot of people sometimes always say, oh, a club, but you know, not everyone's comfortable meeting someone in an environment with a lot of music and alcohol, or they may be too young to do so. But there are ways you can still find those in the LGBTQ+ community around you.
Even if you live in a really small community, there are still ways to find other LGBTQ+ people, and they are out there.
So what you can do, there's different chapters and organizations, especially a lot of volunteer organizations in almost every town, no matter how small or rural it is. So all you have to do is Google that. You can also search on a thing called Centerlink, which will show local LGBTQ+ organizations near you. So you can go there, they have events like AIDS walks, they can have like fundraisers, and it's just a great way to meet people your own age. They typically have different talking groups for different age ranges, so whether you're 13 or 49, there's typically something for you.
A lot of the major LGBTQ+ organizations like Human Rights Campaign, GLSEN, PFLAG, and many others all have local chapters throughout the entire United States. You can actually find the website for that specific chapter and just reach out to the people that work there, the leadership, even if it's not a specific event or activity that you want to go to, but you just want advice or want to know how you can meet other people. They could also be a local resource for you.
Another thing is, if you are too young or you don't feel comfortable traveling somewhere in person for support, is the internet is such a great resource. Yes. There's something known as the GLBT Help Center, where you can have an online chat session, or you can even talk to someone on the phone who's your own age. It's open every day from 4 until midnight, so you can speak to someone your exact age who's going through exactly what you were going through. There's also resources, GLSEN has resources. Trevor is a suicide hotline, which you can call 24/7 for support if it's a state of emergency that you need to talk to someone. So because the internet is so powerful, the time that you could take to download Tinder, you could take to just Google a place locally where you can go to in person, or a number you can call.
And volunteer work is also a really great way to meet other like-minded people. One thing you could do is look at the different organizations that have youth ambassador programs. So Human Rights Campaign, the Trevor Project, GLSEN, all have campus ambassadors, youth ambassadors, and so you could apply to that program and then instantly be connected to young people around the country who you can kind of share support and resources and tips for how you meet people in your local community.
Now, real talk, if you did find someone you find comfort in online or on the phone and you do want to meet up with them in person, just make sure you're safe about it. Let at least one friend know in advance where you're going and how long it's going to be.
Try to meet during the day.
In a public place, like a farmer's market.
I love it.
I love farmer's markets.
Meet in a public space, try to meet during the day if you can, and please tell someone that you're going to be meeting that person so they can check in on you.
Like a farmer's market.
Love a good farmer's market. Just hang out at the farmer's market.
Yeah.
That's my main take.
Lesbians fraud. Nothing bad happens at farmer's markets. Watch them make your criminal minds up.
Another good tip if you're meeting someone online is you can always kind of have an endpoint. So when you sit down with them for your coffee or whatever you're going to be doing, you could say, oh yeah, I'm meeting my mom in an hour and a half, or oh yeah, I have plans in 2 hours. So that way,
I have to bathe my hedgehog.
Exactly, so that you have an exit, and they also know that you have something happening afterwards where people are accountable. Another really helpful resource for you to meet other LGBTQ+ youth and peers is actually adults. If you have a really supportive teacher or a guidance counselor or GSA advisor at your school, they likely know about other GSAs, other centers that kind of cater to the LGBTQ+ community.
What they can do is they can connect you with the resources to find a group of kids your own age to connect with.
And if you're still at the phase where you're uncomfortable meeting anyone outside of your home, or where you really don't want to be seen in real life with anyone LGBTQ+ in your community, you have a great resource, which is right here. It's the internet. There are tons of YouTube creators who are making content around these type of issues, and you can follow people on social media and see who else follows them and create a community there, and you can make friends through the internet.
And just seeing people living their day-to-day lives, being themselves and being happy being themselves is such a great light to look on, and it also can keep in mind that there's hope for you no matter how bad it may seem right now. It does get better, and it has all the potential to get better.
I think the most important thing that we want to tell you though is that no matter where you are, even if you are in the smallest community and there's no LGBTQ center near you and there's no one out, that you are not alone, that there are people that are here supporting you and they love you and they want to see you do well, and you can connect to them. So there's the internet, there's all the resources that we're going to detail in the links below, because you do deserve to have a community and you do deserve to have support, and we know how lonely that can feel.
We've been there, we felt those same things, and it did get better. We found these resources, we found safe ways to go about them, and we want to just pass that on to you with all the links we included down here, and maybe one day you can pass this information to someone else. So as I mentioned before, we have amazing links for you down here to check out. Also, don't forget to subscribe to him.
Don't forget to subscribe to Steph if you haven't already.
I love you all. Have a fantastic day. Bye.
Bye.